Good morning, grade 5 students. It's me once again, teacher Mitzi, and for today's lesson, we're going to talk about nouns. So as we go along, you can pause the slide, and if you have questions, you can email me at abbyandryan@gmail.com. Okay, so as we go along, we're going to enumerate the different kinds of nouns, so we can differentiate a noun from we can differentiate a noun, and we will can be able to determine what are the different kinds of nouns. So I'm sure that you already have heard about nouns in your previous lessons when you're in grade 4. So we're just here to do a refresher, okay? So as we go along, we're going to have some activities too. So I need you to get a pen and a pencil or paper with you because we will have some activities as we go along, okay? So let's begin. So to start with, we're going to enumerate the different kinds of nouns, okay? So these are common nouns, proper nouns, collective nouns, and we also have abstract nouns, right? So as we know in English language, nouns is like an umbrella. It's a big umbrella, and underneath the big umbrella is a different kinds of nouns. So as I mentioned, it's important for us to tell a noun the different kinds of nouns, so that when we study the part of speech, we will be able to identify the nouns correctly. Okay, so start with, let's begin with common nouns. What is common nouns? So it says a common noun gives names to people, places, or things. It is used to name general things around us. For example, we have boy, vegetable, dog, a flower. So these are things that you can physically see, touch, or smell. So common nouns are a group of words that is common. You can touch, you can see, you can smell. So it doesn't name a thing, or person, or place in particular. So it's called common nouns. Okay. So for example, as I mentioned, you have boy, vegetables, flower, dog. So these are example of common nouns, right? So next, after common nouns, we have proper nouns. So unlike common nouns, proper nouns are name specific, are nouns that name a specific kind of items, and they begin with capital letters. No matter where they occur within a sentence, they always begin with a capital letter. So that is the rule. The reason why it begins with a capital letter is because it names a specific person, place, or thing. Say, for example, Lego. It's a specific brand of a toy. You know, there's like building blocks that you can form into a different shapes. So, and then we also have Krispy Kreme. You know, the favorite kind of donut that is good to pair with coffee. So Krispy Kreme, and then let's say for example Jollibee, diba? Right? Who doesn't know Jollibee? And then McDonald's. So these are they always begin with capital letter because they refer to a specific toy, specific donut, a specific fast food chain. So they point to a specific as I mentioned, proper nouns tells about a specific place, person, or thing. My name, for example, Mitzi, so it refers to me. So it always begins with a capital letter. Okay. So again, these are proper nouns. So now, to proceed with our next activity, I'm gonna, before we proceed with the next kind of noun, which is the abstract and collective nouns, we're gonna do some activity first. So I need you to grab your paper and pencil, and then I need you to write 3 columns on there. So on each column, you will have, on the first column, you will have to write 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on the second column, write the header common nouns, and then on the third column, write proper nouns. So we're gonna do some activity to test your expertise to determine the difference between a common noun and a proper noun. Okay, So write them down on your paper now because I'm gonna start with our activity in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the activity would be I will be giving you sentences, and you will identify the common and proper noun in each sentences by placing them under the correct headings on the table. For example, I love eating Krispy Kreme with my best friend. So here on the sentence, best friend is a common noun. It refers to my best friend. I'm not telling you who my best friend is. I just tell you that it's my best friend. So I did not name a best friend specifically. So it's common noun. And then next is the proper noun here is Krispy Kreme because it refers to my favorite kind of donut, which is Krispy Kreme. Okay, so we will now start with our activity. So let's begin. So this will be our activity. So number one. Okay, I will read the sentence for you, and then you will have to write it down on your paper. You will determine which one is a common noun and which one is a proper. Okay, so number one, the girl bought a Barbie doll. Again, the girl bought a Barbie doll. Second, we went to Disneyland for holiday. We went to Disneyland for holiday. Second, the puppy named Oreo ran to us in the morning. The puppy named Oreo ran to us in the morning. Third is Mike enjoys playing basketball with his friends. Mike enjoys playing basketball with his friends. Okay, boys and girls, write down your answer now on your paper because we're gonna reveal the answer in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so let's now go ahead and check what are the correct answers for this activity. So for number one, the common name there are we have two common names. We have girl and doll. And then the proper noun, which tells the specific brand of the doll, is Barbie. So it starts with a capital letter. Okay. And then for the second sentence, the common noun there is holiday. Holiday. So, and then the proper noun is Disneyland. So it tells the specific place where they went for holiday, and that is Disney. So it starts with a capital letter. So third, the common noun there, we have two common nouns. We have puppy, morning, and then the proper noun is Oreo. It starts with a capital letter because Oreo specifically tells you the name of the puppy. Okay, and then the fourth sentence, the common noun there is basketball, and then friends, and then the proper noun is Mike. It tells you the specific subject of the sentence, which is Mike. So it tells you a specific name of the person. All right, so I'm sure that is just a very easy, lemon squeezy activity, and I'm sure that all of you got it correctly. Congratulations, boys and girls. We will now proceed with our next kind of noun. Okay, so the next kind of noun that we have collective nouns. So, what are collective nouns? I really find collective nouns I really enjoy collective nouns because we have like different examples of collective nouns. So, what are collective nouns? Collective nouns are used to name a group of people, animals, or things. Okay, so let's read our example. So we have collective noun for people. It reads a band of men, a cast of actors, a stack of librarians, a sentence of judges, a galaxy of beauties, a beauty of girls, a choir of singers, a hat of smokers. And then for animals, we have a colony of gulls, a brood of hens, a flight of birds, a flock of turkeys, a group of guinea pigs, a litter of cubs, a kennel of dogs, a slot of bears. And then next, we have things, okay? A batch of cakes, a bottle of milk, a bowl of rice, a box of cereal, a can of soda, a carton of milk, a cup of tea. So these are examples of our collective nouns. Okay, so uh, I'm sure that most of you already have already heard or familiar with this examples of collective nouns. Um, and I'm sure that you already are like familiar of this. I'm really this is what I like the most, a galaxy of beauties. So it's like the first time I heard about it. So yeah. And then so now we're gonna proceed with our activity. I have here four sentences. I need you to um, write down on your piece of paper the correct collective nouns that you can use for these sentences, okay? So, for example, we have sentence number one, a blank of keys, a blank of books, a blank of singers, a blank of bees. So, I need you to look for a specific collective noun that you think will best fit our sentence. And then you need to write it down on your piece of paper, okay? So write it down now, boys and girls, because we're gonna reveal the answer in three, two, one. Okay, so I'm sure that you have already have your answers ready. So we're gonna go ahead now and reveal our answers. There you go. All right. So we have a bunch of keys, a library of books, a choir of singers, and a swarm of bees. Okay, so again, I know that it's a very easy peasy squeezy activity, and I'm pretty sure that all of you got your answers correctly. Okay, so now we're gonna proceed with our next topic, which is abstract nouns. All right, so let's talk about abstract nouns. What are abstract nouns? So, abstract nouns means feeling or emotions. This is something that cannot be physically touched. Okay, so that's why it's called abstract nouns. So, we have here different kind of examples of abstract nouns. There are a lot of them. So you can actually pause the slide and you can read them, each of them, and then because it is quite um, many of them, we have like many examples. To name a few, we have ability, adoration, advantage, amazement, anger, and then growth, dishonesty, pain, patience, talent, trend, trust, victory, wisdom, worry. So these are to name a few examples of what are abstract now. So again, abstract noun means feelings or emotions. Okay, so say for example, to determine what I'm feeling right now, I would rather say happiness. So I felt happy. I felt happy being with you again, seeing you today, and then teaching you more about nouns, and also compassion. I have the compassion in in sharing with you guys what are different kinds of nouns. So these are exactly the two abstract nouns that I can describe what I am feeling right now. So I'm pretty sure that all of you are familiar with abstract nouns. So we will now proceed with our next activity about abstract nouns. So here I have like different I have four sentences. I need you to determine the abstract nouns on these sentences. Number one, I respected the honesty my friend showed. Again, I respected the honesty my friend showed. Can you believe the woman's brilliance? To my delight, everyone arrived on time. She was in great despair when she lost her phone. Okay, so these are our four sentences, and I need you to write down on your piece of paper what are the abstract nouns on these sentences. Okay, so um, have your answers ready. So I will reveal the answer in three, two, one. Ta-da! The answers would be for number one, I respected the honesty my friends show. The answer would be honesty. For sentence number two, can you believe the woman's brilliance? The answer would be brilliance. And for number three, to my delight, everyone arrived on time. The answer would be delight. And then lastly, for number four, she was in great despair when she lost her phone. The answer would be despair. Okay, so that is our last activity for the last kind of noun that we're gonna talk about today. So I hope that you learned something from our lesson for today, boys and girls, and also here. Again, if you have questions, you can email me, abbyandarian@gmail.com. Okay? And that ends our lesson for today. Till our next meeting, enjoy the rest of your day, class, and I hope and again, this is me, Teacher Mitzi, Hakuna Matata, and always remember to be kind to one another. Okay? Take care now, boys and girls. Goodbye.